It's a gorgeous day in Exeter on the 13th of May 2017 and this Gay Pride 2017 in its 9th year. It's the best one ever. What's your name?
I'm Ed.
I was going to say that's an unusual name.
Ed. E-D.
Ed.
As in Edward.
And what's the costume?
You mean you don't know?
You have to explain it to me. It's a clever trick, what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, I happen to be a professional magician as well.
And that's the gravity of the situation.
I beg your pardon?
And that's the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Rue.
Have you been to Pride Exeter before?
Never. I've only been here 3 months actually in the city.
So where are you from?
New Zealand. Well, I was born up north, but New Zealand is where I did my growing up. So
Maybe if you could go up and start
asking. Visa expiry, but also education, and you know, I need to be somewhere where I'm going to be a citizen for the university side of things.
What are you studying?
Access to science, and then hopefully long-term a PhD.
Okay. And what do you think of Exeter?
So far it's gorgeous and amazing. I'm loving every second. I can just look like this, wander around, and get nothing, which is.
That's really good.
Yeah, whereas like where I was in New Zealand was an incredibly small town, so I've never really had much opportunity to be involved in something like this.
Yeah. What's your name?
Rue.
Thank you very much. You can say that. Oh, what's your name?
Warren Lethbridge.
And where are you from?
I'm from Newton Abbot.
So why are you in a wheelchair, if you don't mind me asking?
No one really knows what my disability is, but we were trying to find out for 11 years. So there's a problem with my. I can still walk a little bit, but my legs get tired really easily, and really quickly. So I need the wheelchair at all times.
So how are you coping with it?
Yeah, I just live day by day. I live how it comes. Every day's different. I just carry on.
Have you been to a Pride event before?
I haven't been to this one. I've been to the Totnes one.
Yeah, I went a few years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. Well, have a good day anyway.
Thank you.
Take care.
We've actually done pretty well with the weather. It is. It's quite nice there. Yeah, well.
Somebody else has got the balloons in down a bit. Yeah, and then just stay looking. And then just stay looking. Okay.
Somebody.
Oh.
Hello again, how are you?
Alrighty.
Saw you twice last year. In Plymouth and Exeter.
Yeah, well, I get around Devon.
Have a good day.
You too.
Close up.
Good in one.
Right pose. Okay.
Both. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Start listening to people we don't want to
I don't even know where AL is. Go back! Not good in reverse.
For we are many!
I can see.
Go to this side of the road. Which side? Okay. This is okay.
Where are we going? I think we're trying to get well, you try looking. Have me like as practice. Never happened. I don't really have a choice. Is that me?
Oh yeah.
Hey, there's others besides the Roman soldiers. There's others besides the Roman soldiers.
No Russian. Yeah, man.
Oh, hello. Hello. Nice. Hello.
What's your name?
Andy.
Have you been to private events before?
Yes, been to this one every time. This is my mum. This is my boyfriend Sylvan. And we've been to each one since it started. And usually, and then we've been to some others as well. But I think it's about 7 years, isn't it? And it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's fantastic, yes. Both in terms of the parading, those parading, and just the crowds, supportive crowds, is great. Absolutely brilliant.
Are you from Exeter?
Lived in Exeter, but now live in Cardiff.
Cardiff, so you come a long way for this event?
Yes, yeah, down for the weekend.
So how come you're leading the event?
Sorry?
How come you're leading?
Somehow we actually have always ended up at the front of the flag. So
That's good. It's great.
fantastic. Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you.
Used to live in Exeter. No, Cardiff.
Candy every week.
Can you put it in this?
I am trying. Happy Pride! Happy Pride!
Okay, we've met twice before, haven't we?
Yeah, that's right, last year Pride.
So how's it going at Exeter?
It's good. Yeah, I'm at the uni, just finishing my master's course now. So,
And then what are you hoping to do?
I haven't got a clue yet. I haven't got a clue. Go home, learn to drive, and like find a proper job.
A proper job?
Yeah.
So, who is the Pope?
Yeah, it's meant to be the Pope. A slight sort of commentary on the Catholic Church.
Right, okay. What sort of work are you looking for?
Ideally consultancy.
Yeah.
But it really depends. Like,
What sort of consultancy?
management consultancy or business consultancy. So that's the plan.
So, how's your time in Exeter been?
Yeah, it's really good. Loved Exeter. I am going to be disappointed to leave.
Seems to be a good vibe. Are you going back to where you came from?
Yeah, back to Stratford-upon-Avon. So Warwickshire
area as
area.
well.
Yeah, it's nice, but it's like small. You know, used to like bigger town.
Well, have a good Pride again.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you. And
What did
you?
do last time this year?
Yes. Well, I'm going to try and make it back down next year. Obviously, depending on things, but I'll try.
Well, I'm doing a lot of travelling next year, so I don't
Yeah.
know where I'll be next year.
Well,
Take care.
awesome. Yeah, and you. See you, mate.
So, I've seen you a few times, haven't I?
Yeah, we have met.
So, what do you do?
Well, my girlfriend makes these roses, and then we trade. She makes jewellery and stuff like that, and we trade all around the different prides all summer, basically. So we did 15 prides last year. We're doing about 15 this year, but this year there's a lot that are on the same date, so we're kind of picking and choosing.
That is a problem when I'm covering international
Yeah.
European prides. It's trying to
I know, but I don't think about 10 years ago it was such a problem, but now there's so many prides. Like in where I live in Weston-super-Mare, we've got our third pride this
become
year.
very commercial as well, hasn't it?
Very, very. But apparently there's another movement called gay shame, but not like about being. It's about like leaving all the corporate stuff behind.
Yes.
But I haven't really. Everyone I mention it to doesn't really know about it. I read about it once in a magazine, but I don't really know anyone that knows anything about it.
So, what pride events do you cover? Do you go into Europe as well? Or?
No, we've just done all over England. The furthest we went last year, I think, was Chesterfield. We're going to Harrogate next week because they're having their first one ever. We met a lesbian vicar last year, and she's organising it, so we thought we'd go up and support. But I think we're going up to go to Glasgow this year, which I'm looking for because it's kind of a bit alternative apparently and really cool. So I can't wait, and it's 2 days, so I'm really looking forward to Glasgow. And Weston-super-Mare is going to be. They've got I Love Drag Kings, and they've got one called Adam All, who's like the best one in Britain, and he's coming to perform in Weston. So like this is my hometown, and I've seen him all over the country. So I've already Facebooked him saying, "Hey, you're coming to my hometown." I can't wait. He's a brilliant drag king. He's amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm Helen Moore, and my girlfriend's Rachel, and we are the Honey Pot Gifts from Weston-super-Mare. We're like a lesbian entrepreneur business.
Do you have a Facebook?
We do. It's Honey Pot Gifts, and we're on Twitter as well at Honey Pot Gifts.
Okay, smashing.
Excellent.
I'll just take it. So what are your names?
I'm Derek. How are you? Derek from Dublin.
From Dublin?
I'm from Dublin, but I live in Tudley. I used to live in Exeter. I've not been to Pride in Exeter in many years, and I just think it's great how it's grown.
Oh, this is the biggest ever. It's
Great
the first time they've been in this park.
It is. We've got friends that have set up a group called Colour My World, and we basically start dog walking with them, and it's for anyone and everybody. But they do all sorts of other events, and it's a group for people, gay, lesbian, LGBT, all to meet and mix.
Yeah, it's all nice
You
to
know,
get out,
it's
isn't it?
really-
Nice to mix with people.
It's a good social, isn't
I mean,
it?
it's like you get like a spiritual vibe at a pride event. People
Yes.
say, why do you have pride?
Yeah.
Because you still need it. 'Cause it's still-
People don't go out as much as they used to, and they really should. And it is a platform for people to meet other people, new, old friends, and I think it's great to socialise and see. Yeah, we are alive from every walk of life. People,
Well, definitely every walk of life,
and it's
'cause
great,
still a lot of people-
and it's something that you should embrace. You really should, shouldn't you?
Oh,
yourselves.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to Amsterdam Pride this year.
Oh,
if you go to
look at
Amsterdam,
you.
The people in Amsterdam take it on as their own, so it's difficult to know.
Because you go to every Pride, you go to quite a lot of Prides. I've
I
seen
go
what you
to
do, yeah.
as much as I can do, because
Yeah,
I'm
you
everywhere and know at the same time.
Yeah.
I
Right.
said to somebody earlier on today, I do work with about 3 people.
Yes.
So I'm doing photography, doing video, and
Yeah, you
I go all
do,
over
yeah.
Europe. I'm going to
Yeah.
Amsterdam this year.
Yeah.
And then last year I covered Sitges.
I've done
Milan.
Sitges
I've never
Pride
been
about
there.
3 years ago. Sitges Pride
What a
is
vibe it is.
great.
It's,
The live acts they
right by
have
the
on is great.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, it's really great.
So,
Yeah, nice.
so have you been to Exeter before?
I used to live in Exeter. I lived in Alphington about 10 years before I moved just to a little town called Chudley, just outside. But I haven't really mixed. We have good friends living in Exeter that we still socialise with, but unfortunately not in Exeter because there isn't as big gay scene as there used to be many years ago.
Same with Plymouth as well. I think Plymouth
it needs to regrow, and I think
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot too much politics involved.
Yeah, if people came out more, you know, they don't all have to go to, you know, there isn't many gay bars left, but they can all meet up in a straight bar nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, it should be acceptable. Unfortunately, it's still not totally acceptable.
I was going to ask you, what's it like in Dublin? What's the gay scene like in Dublin?
Well, I've moved from my family in a long time, but it is quite a big gay scene, and there is bars and clubs that people go to. It was a big taboo many years ago, more so here in England.
Yeah.
But I do think the people have grown, times change. The younger generation hopefully are being educated a bit better, but there still is a bit of stigma there and fear, and it does hold some people back, unfortunately, from coming out and mixing. And by coming to an event like this, they overcome that if they do get out.
What's it like for you in Plymouth?
I don't particularly like it because I think everyone hides away, and then all of a sudden for one day of the year...
I think it's very aggressive and cliquey in Plymouth, to be honest.
I do sense that.
And I've been there since 1993.
Yeah, like it's not really a lot for women really to do around there. It's more like male orientated, and I don't really. It's very obscure sort of LGBT scene, and there's not a lot of it. And I think people try to make arrangements for groups, but
and then politics gets involved, and then they fall to pieces and all sorts of things.
I mean, we've just met now through this and got chatting.
G.
I'm Chris.
And nice.
Loads of times.
Yeah, seeing you as well.
Okay, thanks. So what's this about then? A mixed media artist.
I've just opened up my own Facebook art page, and I'm an art student at Exeter College. I've nearly finished my access course, and I'm going on to university in September. And I work with various mediums, with poetry, with painting, with drawing, with a lot of charcoal, and I engage with psychological issues that people may have. So if people are feeling insecure, I want to help people through art, sort of like an art therapist, if you like. So I like portraiture and landscapes because that's where the beauty is, and I also like to find beauty in the most unusual places.
And what's your Facebook?
Miss Gypsy Art.
Nice to talk to you.
Hey you, cheeky.
What's your name?
Oh, Angela is my name. I'm Angela.
Are you from Exeter?
I live in Exeter, yes, but I'm from Germany.
I can sense an accent. You sound.
I grew up in the south of Germany, but I'm living now here.
What brought you to the UK?
My children, I have been married to a British soldier, so my children are living and working here, and I joined them again.
Right. How long have you been in Exeter?
I have been, nearly a year now.
Yeah. So what's brought you to Pride events?
Pardon?
What's brought you to Exeter Pride?
My son.
Oh right, I see.
My son, I'm very proud of him.
That's a nice one. So have a good. How's Exeter been for your son?
He has no complaints.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the better places in the UK anyway to live.
Yes.
No,
it's very open and...
Yeah, they're more open, even more open in Germany. And Germany is quite open, but England is better.
It depends where you're going.
Yeah. But he's quite right here.
Yeah. Right, thanks a lot.
He's enjoying it. Thank you, you too.
What's your name?
My name's James Mead.
And you're the editor in which was originally in Plymouth, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, I'm normally based in Somerset, but yeah, I've done some work in Plymouth and Exeter as well.
So how many branches have we got now?
We're in Gloucester, Somerset, Plymouth, Devon and Torbay, and also North Somerset, Bath and Bristol.
And what's the Edison Trust all about?
So it's a sexual health and HIV support charity. So raising awareness, asking people, getting people to take responsibility for their sexual health.
And you started about 20 to 30 years ago now. So has there been much change in attitudes?
Yeah, I think so. I think people. I think it kind of, particularly with HIV, it kind of goes like this. It kind of goes. The conversation is very current, and then it kind of goes off. People forget about it, then we kind of have to re-engage with people and get them to talk about it a bit more.
Do you think there might be a false sense of security at the moment?
Yeah, I think so. I think particularly amongst heterosexuals, it definitely feels like it's not going to happen to me, and I don't know if it's particularly on their agenda, really.
Well, I've known African men coming over from Uganda thinking that having safe sex with men is safe because all women in Africa seem to be HIV positive.
Right.
So they have a false sense of, the safety in the UK.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, thanks a lot anyway.
All right, thank you.
Hiya. What's your name?
My name's Andy.
And you're from Lloyds Bank?
From Lloyds Bank, yes. In our Lloyds Bank we have what we call a rainbow group, and that supports inclusion and diversity for the LGBT colleagues within Lloyds Banking Group, making sure it's an all-inclusive place, making sure that everybody feels comfortable. Doesn't just stretch out to the colleagues, it also stretches out to the customers as well. We want to make sure that anybody can come and bank with us and feel happy and proud to bank with Lloyds Banking Group.
And do you cover many of these Pride events?
We cover probably about 12, 14 prides this year, all up and down the country. This is the first for Exeter. And it's the first one we've done, and I think it's a success, and it's been great fun.
It's Exeter's biggest this year?
Yes, I think it is Exeter's biggest, and it's been great to be part of it.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You enjoying this?
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Anne.
And who are you from?
I'm from with the Conservatives today.
So is this your owl then?
She's my owl, yes. I've had her since she was 9 months old. She is called Thea. She's 4 years old and she's a little owl. Yeah. She won't get any bigger. She weighs about 200 grams.
And how did you acquire her?
I have always had an interest in birds of prey, and a friend of mine knew somebody who had 3 little owls. She was one of them, but only wanted to keep the breeding pair, and so I went and collected her. So she comes with her certificate and everything that proves she's captive bred.
Yeah.
And she has her leg ring and number.
Do you have to have a special license?
You don't have to have a license. The bird, any bird born in captivity has to have a certificate that says where the breeder was, and that certificate comes with the bird. So the bird has the certificate, but anyone can own a bird of prey.
And you feed them live food, do you?
Not live. We're not actually allowed to do that. She gets fed the day-old chicks that are killed for raptors and reptiles, and or she'll perhaps have a mouse, perhaps a bit of quail, but raw food has to be raw, and it has to have its fur and feathers, because the food goes into her stomach, and then she will pellet up the remnants. And in the wild, of course, those pellets can tell naturalists what food they're actually eating. Yeah.
And what's your stall all about here today?
Well, we're here supporting Theresa May and James Tardissian, who's our local candidate in Exeter. He's just gone off with a baby because it's feeding time, and once the baby's been fed, he's coming back with a baby.
So politics in general seems to be in turmoil at the moment, doesn't it, across the board?
I think it's all an exciting time, particularly in Exeter, which has had a strong Labour majority for a number of years, and the polls indicate that it's going to be neck and neck this time. So. But we'd booked this stall long this happened. Well, I was a Remainer, but the majority of the British public weren't.
They didn't. It was only
it was a small majority, but it was a majority.
They make it out with this massive.
It was a small majority, but then the number of times that we have said, on the other hand, when Ireland had a second referendum, you keep on having a referendum to get the right result. And
it can be never ending.
It can be never ending at that level. So we've now got to get the best deal for Britain.
Well, if you carry on with Brexit, I'll probably leave the UK altogether. I don't like the way it's going. Thanks to everybody at Gay Pride Exeter 2017. Music with great thanks by Jasmine, House of Light Studios in Plymouth. This has been Chris Summerfield Video Production 2017. You can contact me at ccsphoto12@hotmail.com, and if you can help to sponsor my videos, you can PayPal me at ccsphoto1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video. Pride and respect is for every day of the year, not just one. Remember,